Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of the Iora Covenant. Last episode I was trying to figure out which tradition I was going to pursue. And so I've decided to go with supremacy. Just to get the border range increase, to increase the border range by 20%. That's kind of necessary because right now I've got all these colonies that are kind of I've got these spaces right. This colonies right here, colonies right here. They're all kind of split. I've got this space right here. A lot of it's disconnected, and I'm filling up on my planets. You can kind of tell because of the migration pact I've had with some of these our neighboring species and also other associates. We've built up a nice relationship with these other species, and they're filling up our planets quite efficiently, and so it's going to be really easy for me to keep on expanding. So I'm going to keep doing that. I'm going to keep expanding, and they're going to keep filling our planets, and it's going to be pretty cool. I'm really excited for the fact that I have so many planets here. I have 10 worlds, and they're all fairly populated. In addition to that, I do want to start to upgrade all of the buildings on these planets. But yeah, we've been doing really well. I also have to boost our research because I realized I've kind of been neglecting research. So this gonna be the first buildings that I upgrade are gonna be my research stations. We're doing well in energy. So that's gonna be something nice. We are doing really well on our minerals, but of course we could always use more minerals, especially as our population grows. We're gonna have more consumer goods costs. So that's something to think about. So I'm gonna upgrade those as well. We're really good on food. I built paradise domes last episode, and that's really helped us out with unity. And it's helped us out with food and happiness. So it's all around. Like you can see, there's green everywhere as far as happiness. I mean, these guys are at 90% happiness on and this is a colony. So that happiness is definitely improving a lot of different things. It's so I'm happy with that. Happiness increases production 15% for minerals. So that's actually 15% for just about everything. With everyone being at 90, that's incredible. Happiness makes a significant impact on production. So I'm really happy that I got those paradise domes. I'm gonna make sure I have one of those on every world, as well as the temples. But I'm trying to think. Am I gonna upgrade the planet? These buildings first. I'm gonna upgrade these buildings first. These cost less, these cost more, but eventually, in order to get to the higher tier, like this one, it requires a planetary capital. This one, but I want to upgrade all my science first, just so I can, so I don't fall behind on research, especially as I build another colony, because we're not at max. We can have 9 systems, and I have 8. So I do want to. Once I embrace this 20% of border range, I'm just going to start the timer, let things start to move forward as far as time. I am going to speed that up a little bit fastest.
Construction complete.
I am going to just kind of look at that, adopt this. Once I adopt this, I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to finish these 3. But I just wanted to adopt this so I can see how that was going to impact our space, and looks like that helped a little bit, at least right here. So
evading hostile fleet.
Of course. What did that do? It didn't do much, but it gave us a nice little. See, all of that is kind of filling up a little bit. This is closer to being connected. This is right here. Not really doing much there, but. Is this in my space? That's in my space now. Yes, I want to get this. This is kind of cool. And give us those 11 minerals. That's always a plus. Mount Deep Sea Expedition. That's something to consider.
Situation log updated.
I'll add that to my list of things to do once I okay, kind of. So this is nice. This is nice. I want to get these 38 minerals, but it's kind of a tricky thing because this system is full of these little crystalline asteroids.
Construction complete.
That's dangerous. I think I found another one somewhere around here. I feel like
Research
I found another
complete.
one in this space. Maybe I didn't. But battleship assembly yards. That's great. So I was going to pause this. What we're going to research now? I can do crystalline fused plating. That would be nice. I can do both of these researches without much of a problem. But military station build cost? No, not worry about that. Well, you know, this would be nice for the sake of defense, because since we're pacifists, we're more likely going to be involved in a defensive war as opposed to an offensive war. But actually, that really probably wouldn't hurt. I mean, how long is it going to take? 33 months plus a research assist agreement. That's I hate being indecisive.
Construction complete.
So I've mentioned that before, but that seems to be something that happens quite often. But I also wanted to get these fighters. Should I do that? Fighters and bombers? That'll cost us less, but this is rare. This isn't rare. I mean, this will come again. This, not so much. And I do need to have stronger military stations. Because I do want to start considering that as an option, because I can pretty much I can build one at each of my colonies. That way, I'll have a little bit of extra defense in case someone decides they want to invade. And at some point, we may have an in-game crisis. I mean, it's active, so it's going to happen. Where they're going to pop up is going to be the question, and if we're going to be able to fight them, that's another question. Interstellar campaigns has reduced our war costs.
System survey complete.
Okay, so I have the option of doing that again if I wanted to, or I can reduce. I can actually increase max influence from factions. My factions haven't been providing too much as far as influence, which kind of bothers me because let's say adaptive bureaucracy +1 base. I feel like they should be getting a nice amount of support. I mean, this is my primary. We were spiritualists, so we should be doing really well. There are 44 pounds within our empire. Okay, so 44. Yeah, spiritualists as well. Oh, that's because these are places for pacifists. That makes sense why there's 38 of those. But our xenophile pop is actually growing quite significantly because of the fact that we're immigrating a lot of people from other worlds, other species, other empires. So max influence from factions, leader recruitment costs wouldn't hurt to reduce that a little bit. It's already pretty low, but that would be nice for us to just replace our people faster. More leaders means I can get a few more governors or scientists if I want to. And our scientists are just going out there, boldly going. But actually I want to get this biolab. So I think I was almost finished with this, and then I changed my... so I'll just bump that up. I've got 16 months to go on that. Let's see. And I'm just gonna kind of keep an eye. Oops. Actually looked like an eye. Oh, their fleet power is overwhelming. Offer migration. Oh, I see. These guys are the ones that wanted a migration treaty, and they are the arid worlds. See, that's still. Why aren't they joining us yet? Maybe the European of us is pretty high. Relative power of empires. That's really what makes the difference here with these guys, at least for them to join me. Is the fact that its distance, its opinion, for some reason, their opinion of us should be really high. I mean, we have 100 trust. That's the highest trust we can get with these guys, even though it should be like 150. Maybe with the migration treaty that might make a difference, but I feel like it's not going to do much. I don't know. We need something else. I wonder if there's a modifier if I have a migration treaty with someone. So let me just look at the humans. Let's see.
Construction complete.
So this trust 150 because of the fact of the I don't know why that's okay. For some it works, for some it doesn't. I guess because they're in a federation with us, that plus 50 comes into effect. Then it's got the plus 50 for federation. Xenophilia, interference, policy. Oh. Let's see, our treaty. Oh no! Alright, so that's gotta keep the trade treaty up with those guys. Research agreement. It's almost to be expected with us to have a research agreement with the Federation, with our own Federation members. So let's see. What are we gonna give them? Let's see, a monthly. 1, 2, 3. That's fine. Keep that going. Of course they're gonna say yes. Getting free minerals. But that I can say this, that extra 20% didn't do much.
Complete.
But our construction ships are kinda chilling. So I'm gonna give him something to do. Give us more minerals by mining station and research stations right here. And another mining station, research station here.
System survey
This
complete.
is just out of our reach, Alpine World there. So this, I feel like this could all be one nice piece collected here. Tropical World, that would be nice. That's for humans. I don't want to get too close to these guys in space. I feel like if I put something right here, that would encroach, and that might be viewed as a sign of aggression. So I
Construction complete.
not quite there yet with deciding to go that route. I do want to maybe colonize this ocean world in this system, just because it would kind of connect this space. But I'm really more focused on connecting all of this first. The best way for me to do that is to colonize the planet in this system that I wanted to colonize. I'll colonize the Tundra world, or I'll colonize the what?
Construction
Which one
complete.
is, the larger one is 15. It's Alpine. Okay, it's 15 is Ocean. This is better for us, the Iora. Why is this one only showing? It's only been negative. Okay, actually, no, wow. Why is that only 85? I feel like that would be more than that, but whatever. This is pretty good. Plus 5% to happiness. That would be excellent. That would put us at like probably 95 after all the modifiers and paradise domes and all that stuff. Migration attraction is plus 25%, so that would bring in a nice amount of people here. I'd have to get rid of these tile blockers, which I suspect that technology is going to come around pretty
System
soon.
survey complete.
This is a pretty good planet to choose. I've got a nice amount of minerals here. Build a paradise dome just about right here, so I can bump up our food production.
Construction
put the,
complete.
Capital building right here
Complete.
to capitalize on the adjacencies. Good research. I can get research off of this planet right here. That's going to be a nice amount of society research. So, great thing about doing that is it would give me 3 colonies in this system, and I can take that frontier outpost right there, and I could remove that once I've colonized that planet, and then I can put one kind of right here to to kind of solidify this space, connect it all as one, and then it'll also allow me to maybe put something right here. I might build another frontier outpost right here, just so I can take these minerals, but also mostly to
System survey
I
complete.
want my space to all be one fluid piece of space. Then I can kind of move in this direction, because I want to eventually have all of this. So I'll probably eventually colonize this and colonize these two, and they are, okay, the Pentaland Unified States. These guys, the rivals, they hit the alignment. They hit the alignment. Look, these guys right here. Oh, great. In alignment are superior to us, of course. I mean, everyone's superior to us as far as fleet power. That's actually why I'm kind of holding off and using some of my. I was going to upgrade some buildings, and I really want to, but I also want to build some more ships because we need some more ships. We desperately need some more ships. I mean, look at this. Our naval capacity is 121, and I have 33 ships. Ship power, fleet, ships total. So that's pretty sad. Pretty sad. If anything, I should have more corvettes. At least if anything, I'm gonna build 30 corvettes. How about that? And let's see how much that's gonna cost me. Let's see, what did I do on these? Okay. I see what I did. That's right, I made all of these just about capped out. That was smart on my part. So sincerity, harmony, generosity, and loyalty are the 4 planets that haven't, my 4 spaceports that haven't been expanded, and I can't put a kind of Corvette assembly yard until after I've bumped that up. Okay. So we're gonna need some more power. We're not really hurting on food. Her food's doing great. I can just build more farms if I need to on one of these planets. Ooh, okay. This guy's finished colonizing. Maybe not colonizing, but there we go. Get that there. Actually, no, he's not finished. It looked like he's finished, but he's not finished. I thought that was happiness. Growth. That's growth progress, which is pretty slow. We're gonna cancel this. I'll wait until he's actually there before I that way he's not just sitting there wasting resources. Like that was. This guy's right here. He's actually there, so I'll build a science lab right there. But again, I'll have to bump up our fleet power. We have a nice amount of ships here. Let me see. Everyone's upgraded. So let me just do one more thing first. Just make sure that everything that I could have built is built. Oh wow! I forgot about this. By expanding that by 20%, I actually was able to grab these systems right here, and now I can take advantage of all of those resources there. So before I get distracted, more distracted, and this is in my space too, so I'm going to build those mining stations. This is in my space? It is in my space, so I'm going to build those mining stations. And I'm going to build these mining stations. Excellent. Excellent. Oh wow. And this too. So that extra 20% was very helpful. Because I can pretty much build all of this stuff. Actually, no, I can't really. It's not pretty much about it. I can build all these things. Where's this guy? Okay, he's way over there, and all of this is in my space, so I can actually build that research station. This is just out of our range, and I hope that they don't colonize this. The humans really can't colonize arid worlds or desert worlds, as far as I'm aware, or they wouldn't want to, which makes me think I should, for the sake of expansion. But I don't want to get greedy. I'm not going to expand too much. Here's what I'll do. Where's this trap? I'm going to build another construction chip that I can do. And then that guy's going to focus on building right here. There is trouble right here. There's some sort of creature that I'm going to have to deal with eventually. And get all that research from there. But that's going to be a later thing once we actually have a fleet power of some sort. And it doesn't seem that it's going to be too soon. Because I only have 30,000 minerals. So let's see, how much do my ships cost? I can do
System survey complete.
about 20 more ships, corvettes, or I can try to actually build up my. Let's see, so I gotta have
Research
20
complete.
corvettes. I can do 5 destroyers, and then
Construction complete.
actually, no, what I'll do is I'll do maybe I'll do 5 destroyers,
Construction complete.
then 5 cruisers, and then 1 battleship, just to kind of give it a sort of balance, and I'll flesh it out from there. This one, faith. I've only built up the okay, well, I'll build the ships first, and then I'll build up more assembly yards on these other planets. Kind of playing catch up on the fleet building, but at this point I can do that now. I can at least invest a little bit of time and let my space kind of flesh out. Although I feel like while I'm doing this, I might as well colonize one more planet. Ooh, okay. Was forced to return to because it is within the borders of the Latrix Conservators. Okay. Yes, we've heard it all before. We are the Latrix Conservators. Let's see, Keepers of Knowledge. Okay. And you are the Iora Covenant. Greetings. Well met. Stay out of our space or face certain doom, and so forth. Now, if you'll excuse us, we're quite busy. What are these guys? They are fanatic materialists. Alright. So they probably don't like us too much. I'm not going to rub our spirituality in their face, only because they're so much more superior than us, technologically. Spiritually, we're better than them, but we won't go there just yet. Peace be with you. I'm going to go with this, because we need to open up some of those tile blockers. Only going to 7 months for that. And which planets is that going to affect? Is that going to affect? It's going to affect that one. 2 on that planet, 1 on that planet, so that planet will be completely clear after this. While I'm here, let me build this right here. There we go. And let's see. Okay, so I needed those for this planet. You'll be next, hopefully. 2 on that planet. Still waiting for that guy to populate. Okay. Okay, well. I'm gonna send this colony ship to this space. And then once we colonize that,
Construction complete.
Let me just make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, these are going to be clear, so this entire planet is going to be available to us once I research that. So that's cool. I'm going to take this planet. Colonize. Boom shakalak. And boom boom boom. You are going to go, let's see, this is adjacency to this, adjacency to this. I'll do adjacency to food though. For the simple fact that we are starting to get, we're at plus 33. But I like to keep it in the way pluses as opposed to ever worrying about it. And this is going to be called... I have a list of virtues. Compassion. Do I already have a planet called Compassion? I don't. Alright, so that works for me. This is so great. This is so great. We're almost ready for say 8 months to go before we get another one of our ascension traditions.
Construction complete.
Oh, okay. Who's this? Unemployed guy? Let's see. What do we get for you? Oh, adjacency. It'll be right next to this one. So I'm thinking. Too bad the science labs don't have adjacency bonuses. That would be nice. We need some more power. Or minerals. I'm thinking power, because right now we're good on power, but eventually we're going to. I wish we don't have any of these on this planet. I'm kind of surprised. That'll boost up our unity. But this is such a small planet. I really don't want to waste that square when I can utilize that for something, because we're going to need more power, especially when I start building up my military. Our power surplus, which is at plus 42, is going to kind of disappear. Of course, this helps if I actually upgrade my power plants. That would be very beneficial. But I'll do that eventually. I was gonna upgrade my. Ooh, wow! Look at this. These guys are being neglected. Mining network.
System survey complete.
This is gonna be a mineral processing plant. Yep. And this is going to be, because it's got those two there. Do I have? Yep, I have a Paradise Dome there. Let's see, do I want to do a visitor center on this planet? I don't really need it.
Research complete.
It'll give us more influence. Not influence, I'm sorry, more unity.
Complete.
I'm kind of unity hungry right now. And this will bump up happiness. Like to donate. Sure. 500 minerals. Bump up our influence. That works for me. So I want to help out the patrons, because you do get something in return. In theory. Another farm. And this will be
research complete.
Let's see. This will be minerals. More minerals there. It doesn't hurt to have more minerals. Then I'll use this bit right here for this will be a symbol of unity. That'll work there. Because I don't really need a visitor center. We don't need more habitability for this planet. So, what was I doing beforehand? Oh wow, I get both researchers. I was not paying attention. Oh no! I have to choose another difficult decision between a Ministry of Benevolence, which would improve our governing ethics attraction. It'll also give us 6. That's 6 unity. Or terraforming. You know what? I'm not too focused on terraforming. And the reason why is because I really don't need to. I mean, our species is doing really well, but since we're integrating other species onto our planets, I mean, if we were xenophobes, terraforming would be very important, because we would want to try to make sure that our species dominates most of the planets. But since we've been very fortunate in finding a lot of alpine worlds and arctic worlds, and we could even colonize the ocean worlds and continental worlds and all that stuff. We really don't need terraforming too much, so I'm gonna go with this just to because I want us everyone to stay spiritualists. It's good for our species, for our culture, if we stay spiritualists. And we're going to ship hull points would be cool, but I want to get fortress, just so that we can build defense, better defense stations. And then also this will help with us being able to build habitats. And I'll eventually be building a bunch of habitats. And there'll be, I think most of my habitats are going to be most. Whoa! Warrior clans have declared war on the boss. The who? Oh, these guys. What are they thinking? Oh my goodness, these guys are crazy. They're warrior clans, so I guess these guys have balls of steel. Look how small they are. They don't have the. It's not smart to go against these guys. Speaking of lost their minds, I totally forgot to set my timer. Not the first time. Certainly won't be the last time, I guess. So this is going to be the end of this episode. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Next time we will be. What will we be doing? Expanding more, military-wise especially. I don't really know how much time I've spent on this episode, so I really can't say if it's going to be a short episode or a long episode. But I feel like this has been a very long episode. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. Until next time, I hope you enjoyed this episode. God be with you.